In my previous video I made the glass mats from the 27th issue of the Passap magazine. Today I will show you how to make similar table mats from the same magazine. First, make sure the racking handle is in its lowest position. Raise 55 needles on the front bed. Place the edge springs on the last working needles. Use the orange ruler and arrange the needles in 1-to-1 division. Set the front lock to N and the stitch size to 1. Set the back lock to GX. Insert the black strippers and take the waste yarn. I'm using 1 strand of acrylic yarn. Knit 1 row. Raise the needles between the edge springs. On the front lock, increase the stitch size to 4 and knit 1 row to finish the cast on. Increase the stitch size to 5 and knit 20 rows with the waste yarn. Tap on the needles to tighten the yarn when knitting the first few rows. Tell me what color you will use to make your table mats. Set the front lock to BX. Then set the back lock to BX, the stitch size to 5 and press both arrow keys. Take the main color yarn. On the front bed, raise pushers and row needles in working position. On the back bed, raise needles according to the diagram. Then raise pushers and row working needles on the back bed. Knit 1 row, put the leftmost pusher in resting position and knit 2 rows. Put the next pusher in resting position and knit 2 rows. Continue the same way until the row counter is at 73 rows and the lock is on the left side of the machine. I will leave the whole process so you can see everything. That's the perfect time to leave me a comment and tell me when did you start knitting and what was the first thing you have ever knitted. Now the row counter is at 73 rows. On the front bed, put the next pusher in resting position, then put the leftmost pusher on the back bed into the blocking rail. Now repeat these steps 2 more times. When you reach the next group of needles on the back bed, you have to put the pushers out of working position the same way. Then you have 3 empty needles on the back bed, so you have to continue lowering pushers on the front bed. And now you have to put the leftmost pusher of the last group out of working position and knit the last row. Each wedge is equal to 100 rows. To make the next wedge, you have to raise all pushers and row working needles on the front and the back bed as in the beginning. You can see the diagram again. When you knit all 6 wedges, set the front lock to N and the back lock to GX. Move the lock to the color changer and take the waste yarn. Use the double eye bodkin tool and transfer all stitches from the back bed to the needles on the front bed. After transferring the stitches, make sure to put all needles on the back bed out of working position. Knit 20 rows with the waste yarn. Move the lock to the color changer and take an empty eyelet or leave all eyelets there. Slide the lock to the left and remove the knitted piece from the machine. Now it should look like this. Do you like it? Tell me in the comments below. That's my seam, now I will remove the waste yarn. After removing the waste yarn, I will iron it. That's the final result. Send me photos of your table mats on my Facebook page. The diameter is 29 cm or 15.5 inches. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day and see you in my next video.